Hello everyone, welcome to Unknown Facts. So students, in this video we will solve week assignment number 7 of the course Developing Soft Skills and Personality. So students, this week consists of in total of 25 number of questions. It includes multiple select questions and true or false and single select also. Okay, so we will start it from question number 1. So question number 1 is: from the following situations, identify the ones that reveal the basic functions of non-verbal communication as given by Ekman and Friesen. Okay, so there are 6 options available. So the correct answer for question number 1 will be option number 1, 2, 5 and 6. Okay, option number 1 is: in a social gathering, a discussion is taking place. One person begins to dominate the conversation and does not let anyone else speak. An elder slightly touches the speaker's arm and nods towards another person who seems to have wanted to speak for a long time. Option number 2, that is, in a noisy factory, the supervisor gives a thumbs up to a worker who has just finished a task successfully. Option number 5, okay, that is, a person's relative recently died. While consoling his friend, hugs him and says, I am sorry for your loss. And the last one, okay, while traveling in a new city, Rajat asks a stranger for directions. The stranger says that he should go straight and then turn right, simultaneously pointing straight ahead and then to the right. Okay, this one is also correct. So for question number 1, I am again repeating: 1, option number 1, 2, 5 and 6 are the correct answers. Okay, so moving to the next question. Question number 2 is: choose the examples that demonstrate the uses of haptics in communication. So the correct answers are option number 1, 2 and 5. Okay, option number 1 is: during a group activity, moderator gently taps a participant's shoulder and says, please share your thoughts. Okay, option number 2, that is, after accidentally bumping into someone, a person gently touches the other person's arm and asks if they are all right. And option number 5, okay, that is, during dance practice, the teacher places their hand on a student's back saying keep your back straight. Okay, so for question number 2, option number 1, option number 2 and option number 5 are the correct answer. Question number 3 is: which of the following options regarding clothing or appearance as a means of non-verbal communication are correct? So options are: option A is clothing can reveal information about our age, gender. Option number B is it is possible to make false assumptions about a person based on their clothing. Option number C is clothing can reveal information about our socioeconomic background. Option number 4 is the way one appears cannot be changed or modified, it is a constant. Option number 5 is appearance is the most reliable tool in understanding non-verbal communication. And option number 6 is clothing and appearance can also fool us through deception. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 3 will be option number 1, option number 2, option number 3 and option number 6. Okay, so again I am repeating: for question number 3, option number 1, 2, 3 and 6 are the correct answers. Okay, moving to the next one. Question number 4 is: in a group discussion, what are some of the expected personality traits that are looked out for? Okay, options are: communication skills, aggression, timidity, positive mental outlook, reasoning ability, analytical ability. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 4 will be option number 1, communication skills. Option number 4, that is positive mental outlook. Option number 5, that is reasoning ability. And option number 6, analytical ability. So for question number 4, option number 1, 4, 5 and 6 are the correct answers. Question number 5 is: for group discussions, coordination is a key characteristic to include inculcate. Okay, So what does this include? Options are ability to resolve conflicts. Option number B is management skills. Option number C is individualistic approach. Option number D is ability to manage time. Option number E is chaotic communication, and option number F is ability to not cooperate. So the correct answer for question number 5 will be option number A, that is 1, ability to resolve conflicts. Option number 2, that is management skills, and option number 4, that is ability to manage time. Okay, for question number 5, option number 1, 2 and 4 are the correct answers. Question number 6 is Tanmay is preparing for a group discussion while he remains focused on attaining enough knowledge for the discussion. You must remind him of the importance of body language in doing well in a group discussion. Which of the following options will you choose? Option A is give a firm handshake. Option B is smile generously. Option number C is hide elegantly behind a file. Option number D is use closed gestures. Option number E is lean slightly forward to show interest. Option number F is express aggressive behavior. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 6 will be option number 1, give a firm handshake. Option number 2, that is smile generously, and option number 5, that is lean slightly forward to show interest. Okay, for question number 5, 6, option number 1, 2 and 5 are the correct answers. Question number 7 is a group of the following people is preparing for an interview. Select the individuals who have properly managed their mannerism when arriving and leaving for the interview. So for question number 7, the correct answers are option number 2. Shravan must come to a city from a far off village for an interview. He books a room near the venue and arrives a day ahead. Option number 3, that is Rahul greets the interviewers with a gracious smile when entering the room. And option number 5, okay, Salim stops by the restroom before the interview starts and checks and makes sure his hair is well put. Okay, so for question number 7, option number 7, Rahul and Salim are the correct answers. Question number 8 is what are the primary dimensions in interpreting non-verbal cues as identified in the book Silent Messages? Options are dominance, pleasure, immediacy, arousal, distance, likability. So the correct answer for question number 8 will be option number 1, that is dominance. Option number 2, that is pleasure, and option number 4, that is arousal. Okay, for question number 8, option number 1, 2 and 4 are the correct answers. Question number 9 is what are the challenges in studying non-verbal cues? Option A is non-verbal cues. Non-verbal messages are consistent and universal. Option B is non-verbal messages are continuous. Option number C is non-verbal messages are multi-channeled. Option number D is non-verbal messages are wordless. Option number E is non-verbal messages are silent and quiet. And option number F is non-verbal messages are interpreted based on culture. So the correct answer for question number 9 will be option number 2, that is these are continuous. Option number 3, that is these are multi-channeled. Option number 4, that is these are wordless, and option number 6, that is these are interpreted on the based culture. Okay, so for question number 9, option number 2, 3, 4 and 6 are the correct answers. Okay, so question number 10 is Naveen can understand people more and effectively communicate because of his paralanguage knowledge. How does paralanguage help him communicate with others? Options are pronunciation, facial expression, handshakes, rhythm of speech, eye contact, and voice intonation. So the correct answers for question number 10 will be option number 1, that is pronunciation. Option number 4, that is rhythm of speech, and option number 6, that is voice intonation. Okay, from here onwards we just have to select one options. Okay, from the given options. So question number 11 is, which of the following situations displays chronemics? So the correct answer for question number 11 will be option number A, that is a professor sends an important email to his students and receives prompt replies from some and delayed responses from others. Okay, question number 12 is, what is a non-verbal communication? It is a stagnant and intermittent communication process where obscure codes are used by the senders and the receivers. Option number B is, it is a dynamic and continuous communication process where commonly understood codes are used by the senders and the receivers. Option number C is, it is a static and fragmented communication process where ambiguously understood codes are used by the senders and the receivers. Option number D is, it is a dynamic and continuous communication process where self-created codes are used by the senders and the receivers. And option number E is, it is a monotonous and sporadic communication process where commonly understood codes are used by the senders and the receivers. And option number F is, it is a static and fragmented communication process where self-made codes are made by the senders and the receivers. So the correct answer for question number 12 will be option number B. Okay, question number 13 is, who wrote the book Silent Messages? Options are Ralph Waldo Emerson, Robert Frost, Albert Mehrabian, Albert Pinto, Robert Williams, or Han Pamuk. So the correct answer for question number 13 will be option number 3, that is Albert Mehrabian. Okay, question number 14 is, Ralph Waldo Emerson stated, what do you speak so loud that I cannot hear what you say? What does this quote mean in the context of this course? So according to this course, it means that means the answer for question number 14 will be option number B. Okay, that is, this quote foregrounds the importance of body language by suggesting that body language is seen so clearly that we do not even hear the said words, which means that verbal communication is less predominant than non-verbal communication. Okay, question number 15 is, what is the argument of Hall and Kaufman about non-verbal communication? Options are, non-verbal communications is a genetic characteristic. Non-verbal communication cannot be learned or inculcated over time. Non-verbal communication is a learned behavior and can be cultivated. Option number D is, non-verbal communication is an undesirable behavior. Non-verbal communication should be gradually unlearned. Non-verbal communications can only be mastered by children. So the answer for question number 15 will be option number C. Okay, non-verbal communication is learned behavior and can be cultivated. Question number 16 is, according to Janet Lane, what is the most important thing out of all the things we wear? Our headgears, our robes, our expression, our hand gestures, our shawls, our posture. So the answer will be option number C, that is our expression. Okay. Question number 17 is, fill in the blanks. We just have to fill the blanks with the appropriate answer. Okay, from the given options. So question number 17 is, choose the correct pair of words to complete the following quote. Quote is, when you go to an interview with the right dash and with the right dash, you will get the right job at the right time. Options are appearance and accessories, communication skills and knowledge and appearance, frame of mind and body language and appearance, frame of mind and language. So the correct answer for question number 17 will be option number D, that is, when you go to an interview with the right frame of mind and with the right body language, you will get the right job at the right time. Okay. Question number 18 is, how can you identify the use of proxemics in various everyday situations such as elevators, dinner table, parties, etc. Option A is, observe the amount of space reserved for by individuals. Option number B is, observe the time on the clock during an interview. Option number C is, analyze the facial expression of your mother at a family gathering. Option number D is, observe the color of your friend's outfit at a party. Option number E is, nod at the speaker during a family discussion. Option number F is, notice the number of people in a crowded concert venue. So the correct answer for question number 18 will be, observe the amount of space reserved for or by individuals. Question number 19 is, below are some non-verbal behaviors and their interpretations. Select the correct pair. So pairs are pinching the bridge of the nose, eyes closed, positive evaluation, stroking chin, trying to decide, erect walk, overconfidence, titled head, disinterest, rubbing hands, confidence, locked ankles, interest. So the correct answer for question number 19 will be option number B, that is stroking chin. That means trying to decide. Okay. Question number 20 is, according to Martha Graham, the body dash is decisive, can be unreliable, always speaks our truth, never lies, should be trusted, must be kept fit. So the answer for question number 20 will be option number 4. Okay, that is, according to Martha Graham, the body never lies. So from question number 21, the questions are true or false. We just have to answer the given statement is rather true or false. Okay. So question number 21 is, considering temperature, climate and weather while interpreting non-verbal signs is important. Is this true or false? So this one is true. Okay. Question number 22 is, repeating verbal communication is a function of non-verbal communication. Is this given statement true or false? So this one is true. Question number 23rd is, the aim of an argument should be progress. Is this true or false? So this one is true. Question number 24 is, awareness of body language. One's body language is significant in controlling it. So this one is again true statement. So moving to the last question, question number 25 is, before going for an interview, Tanisha calls up her friend and discusses how she is the perfect candidate to be selected. This shows that Tanisha is overconfident. Is this given statement true or false? So before telling you the correct answer for question number 25, I am requesting you to please like the video if it helps you to score good marks in the assignments, and please subscribe the channel by sharing it with needy ones. Okay. So the answer for question number 25 will be option number B, that is false. Okay. So we have solved all the questions. Let's submit it. So viewers, thanks for watching the video. Please like the video and share it. Okay. Thank you.